What's up guys, Houndish here, and today we're jumping in with another Destiny 2 video, and in this one we're going to speak about Armsweek, which is coming up in Destiny 2 very soon. So this is a new event, of course, that Bungie have announced inside of Year of Prophecy. On July 29th, which is a little over a week away, the Armsweek will drop for the first time with a focus on hand cannons. Every time that the event rolls around, I believe the focus will be different, and there are a few different weapons which we'll talk about in this video. We'll also go over the perks, a bit of info about how Armsweek will actually work, currencies involved with it, exotic rarity weapon mods, which there are actually a few of. An example is precision final blows produce randomized effects. So we'll try and understand what that means. We'll also go over quests and a few other things in the video. So if you guys enjoy this one, get subscribed for more Destiny content, but otherwise let's get into it. So for a general overview of Armsweek, we can see the event home for it right here. And we'll be completing weapon quests at Ada 1, as well as event challenges, earning the event currency, which will allow us to actually purchase more versions of the weapons. Plus some of the quests along the way will actually unlock us these exotic weapon mods. So we'll be able to purchase weapons with a currency called combat telemetry. Obviously we'll earn that in the event. And at the moment, the Armsweek event weapon engram appears to have 2 available weapons, although there are additional ones currently in the database. Just keep in mind that the focus appears to be on one weapon at a time. The first weapon is the Fenutria Ferra, if I'm saying that name correctly. That's the hand cannon we can see here. I quite like the weapon skins on them, to be fair, and the geometry on them is also ever so slightly more reminiscent of Black Armory stuff, although they do look quite different. This hand cannon though, which should be the featured weapon, based on what Bungie have said, is a spread shot solar hand cannon. So to quickly mention perks, because this isn't really a weapon guide, but left column can get barrel constrictor, threat remover, threat detector, as well as slide shot, transcendent moment, which is a new one, where final blows grant bonus stats based on the weapon's damage type alignment, light elements grant stability and handling, and dark elements grant range and aim assist, and while transcendent, the weapon gets both bonuses. And there's proximity power, another new one, and when targets are nearby, final blows grant bonus melee stat. Then in the second column, it can get 1-2 punch, swashbuckler, binary orbit, and elemental final blows opposite this weapon increase damage for a short duration. Darkness final blows boost arc, solar, and void weapons, and light final blows boost stasis, strand, and kinetic weapons. Otherwise, surrounded, frenzy, and incandescent can roll on this weapon. This archetype, of course, performs almost more like a shotgun, where it fires a short-range spread of pellets. Obviously, Transcendent Moment could be quite an interesting perk. I haven't tried one of these out yet, so I'm also interested to try some of the shotgun bonuses like Barrel Constrictor and 1-2 Punch. Plus, I'm curious to see how things like Incandescent will feel in this archetype. So give us any thoughts you have on those rolls, or combos you might look out for. There will be certain upgrades for these weapons though as well. We can see here another ornament, which is the Chronal version of the weapon, which can be equipped to it at tier 5, so we'll obviously be able to get versions of these through all of the reward tiers, and I'll be interested to see how that works. Momentarily, we'll cover upcoming additional Armsweek weapons, but first, a message from our sponsor. Something that doesn't get a lot of coverage, and it should, are the awesome benefits of cocoa flavanols. And they're the compounds that occur in cocoa which help to boost nitric oxide, heart health, and even can regenerate brain cells. Maybe you're thinking, here we go again, but this is backed up by Harvard scientists like Dr. William Lee, and this is what he had to say.
Well, clinical studies have been done with high flavanol cocoa to show that in men who are in their 60s with heart disease, they could actually just have 2 cups of dark chocolate hot cocoa a day for a month. Yeah. And they doubled the amount of stem cells in their bloodstream, and their circulation improved measurably. High flavanol cocoa decreases the risk of cardiovascular death.
Yeah.
Right? Over a period
like a statin.
Like a statin. Right. Exactly. Except made with by eating the same thing that you use to make chocolate.
So now we know that it's good. The positive news is that Black Forest Supplements have created the first ever high flavanol cocoa powder, which retains all of the good stuff found in cocoa. And where producing chocolate tends to destroy the beneficial compounds, Black Forest have created a 20-calorie concentrated serving, which helps to boost stem cell production, and many folks spend a lot of cash on that these days. But this mixture also boosts energy levels and cognitive function thanks to the unique compounds found in flavanols. So it's time to take our general health into our own hands. Add this to your morning coffee, or like me, your post-workout protein shakes, and it'll soon become a staple of your routine. Even better, we worked out an exclusive offer with our friends at Black Forest Supplements to hook you up with a 40% off discount for the next 48 hours. So go check it out. This stuff sells out fast always, but 40% off for the next 48 hours is a pretty massive discount. So hit the link in the description and pinned comment, and thanks to Black Forest Supplements for sponsoring the video. Other weapons though, which I assume we won't be getting during the first event, but they include Ribbon Tail, which is a strand trace rifle, It lists perks like Envious Arsenal, Transcendent Moment, Subsistence, Threat Detector, Wellspring, and Proximity Power in the left column, with Surrounded, Detonator Beam, Tear, Binary Orbit, Redirection, and Killing Tally in the second column. I should also mention, these get the Tenacity origin trait, and when targets are nearby, Final Blows grant weapon damage, reload speed, and handling until the wielder's death. There's also a rapid-fire slug shotgun called the Trachinus, or Trachinus, I don't know how you say it, but this is a status weapon. Quite a cool looking thing as well, to be fair. And it can roll Lead from Gold, Rhyme Stealer, Proximity Power, Rapid Hit, Killing Wind, and Transcendent Moment in the left column, with Headstone, Precision Instrument, Chill Clip, Swashbuckler, Binary Orbit, or Encore in the second column. And finally, for the moment, the last weapon I'm aware of is a Solar Waveframe Sword, again coming with similar visuals, and rolling perks like Proximity Power, Relentless Strikes, Attrition Orbs, Assassin's Blade, then Sharp Harvest, which is a new one, and landing 3 light attack hits within a short time grants special ammo, as well as Wellspring. Then it can get Surrounded, Burning Ambition, where dealing sustained damage scorches the target, and dealing damage to a scorched target inflicts Scorch. That's a new one for the season, plus it can roll Binary Orbit, Elemental Owning, Eager Edge, and Chain Reaction. Obviously, we can go into a bit more detail regarding the weapon rolls as they actually release, but next up for quests and some of the progression stuff for this event, Ada will be giving us quests like Cowboy Grip, where we earn points by dealing final blows in portal activities. Using hand cannons and making precision final blows will earn extra progress. And when we complete these, we will earn these exotic variant weapon mods. So the Cowboy Grip mod will come from the relevant quest, and it says here it provides supremely improved hipfire weapon performance. These do have a temporary icon on them, so I'm kind of guessing they only last for the duration of the event. Other mods though include Aftershock, where final blows create a wave of deadly energy behind the target. Chaotic Munitions once again, where precision final blows produce randomized effects. We can only really speculate as to what that will be, but there's also Fragmentation Rounds. Precision final blows create multiple explosive submunitions. Illegal Trigger, where every shell fired increases rate of fire for a short time. Magazine size and reserves are increased beyond their normal limits. And finally, Unstable Shells, where landing precision hits or most of a pellet spread will attach a delayed explosive to the target. And based on how powerful they potentially sound, of course we'll have to wait and see, but that makes a lot of sense if they are temporary mods for the event. The only other thing I can particularly cover for the moment includes some of the other quest steps. So it looks like Ada 1 will actually appear in the shooting range, interestingly. We can see that from the first step right here. And for the Chaotic Munitions mod, we'll be earning points by defeating combatants in portal activities, pretty similar to one of the other quests that we heard about a moment ago. There'll also be a starter quest, Initial Calibration, and we need to complete 3 rounds of hand cannon tuning with Ada 1, probably something in the actual shooting range. Otherwise, we'll hand over combat telemetry in exchange for an Armsweek engram. It looks like that initial quest will probably also reward us a volatile weapon mod based on step 5. Then we'll need to test that out in the shooting range as well. So that's why Bungie originally were going to launch shooting range alongside Armsweek. They've sort of baked the two things together in a way, but obviously the shooting range itself actually sticks around, which is one of the really good updates for Edge of Fate. There's also an indication it's worth mentioning that we might actually be able to focus some older weapons in the game, including things like Ostringer, Exalted Truth, Exuvi, Kept Confidence, even Luna's Howl from back in Into the Light, as well as Sightline Survey at the Palindrome and the Armsweek hand cannon. Obviously with these all being hand cannons, that's because they're going to be featured for the first event. But there are other quests like Prototype Tuning Barrel to defeat targets with precision final blows, and defeating opposing guardians and using hand cannons grant more progress. A magazine tuning quest to defeat targets in portal activities. Again, hand cannons grant more progress. And to rapidly defeat combatants for the traits quest. So I'm guessing those are probably the tuning quests that were referenced in the opening part for Armsweek. And for the moment, that's really all we can speak about. Obviously, the finer details of the reward system and stuff we'll hear about very soon before the event drops. Given that the weapons are appearing one at a time potentially though, it'll certainly mean a very focused farming opportunity when the event rolls around. So share any thoughts you have down below. If you found the video interesting, a rating really does help me on the channel as well. Plus, once again, big thanks to my sponsor today, Black Forest Supplements. If you want to make savings on the awesome products we mentioned in this video, all of the details are down below, and that deal will be available for the next 48 hours, so don't miss out on it. But otherwise, cheers for tuning in, and I hope you guys have an awesome day.